Shri Sai Satcharita, Chapter 10, Part 3. Though outwardly Baba seemed to enjoy sense objects, he had not the least flavor in them, nor even the consciousness of enjoying them. Though he ate, he had no taste, and though he saw, he never felt any interest in what he saw. Regarding passion, he was as perfect, as celibate as Hanuman. He was not attached to anything. He was pure consciousness, the resting place of desire, anger, envy, and other feelings. In short, he was disinterested, free, and perfect. A striking instance may be cited in illustration of this statement. Nanavali. There was in Shirdi a very quaint and queer fellow by name Nanavali. He looked to Baba's works and affairs. He once approached Baba, who was seated on his gadi seat, and asked him to get up, as he wanted to occupy the same. Baba at once got up and left the seat which he had occupied. After sitting there a while, Nanavali got up and asked Baba to resume his seat. Then Baba sat down and Nanavali fell at his feet. Baba did not show the slightest displeasure in being dictated or ousted. This Nanavali loved Baba so much that he breathed his last on the 13th day of Baba's Mahasamadhi. The easiest part, hearing the stories of the saints and being in their company. Though Sai Baba acted outwardly like an ordinary man, his action showed extraordinary wisdom and skill. Whatever he did was done for the good of his devotees. He never prescribed any asan, regulation of breathing, or any rites to his bhaktas, nor did he blow any mantra into their ears. He told them to leave off all cleverness and always remember Sai, Sai. If you did that, he said, all your shackles would be removed and you would be free. Sitting through 5 fires, sacrifices, chantings, eightfold yoga are possible for the Brahmins only. They are of no use to the other classes. The function of the mind is to think. It cannot remain without thinking for a minute. If you give it a sense object, it will think about it. If you give it Guru, it will think about Guru. If you heard most attentively the grandeur of Sai, this is the natural remembrance of Sai. Hearing the stories of the saint is not so difficult as the other sadhanas mentioned above. They stories remove all fear of this sansar, worldly existence, and take you to the spiritual path. So, listen to these stories and meditate on them and assimilate them. You may attend to your worldly duties, but give your mind to Sai and his stories, and then he is sure to bless you. This is the easiest path, but why do not all take to it? The reason is that without God's grace, we do not get the desire to listen to the stories of saints. With God's grace, everything is smooth and easy. Hearing the stories of the saints is, in a way, keeping their company. The importance of the company of the saints is very great. It removes our body consciousness and egoism, destroys completely the chain of our birth and death, cuts asunder all the knots of the mind and take us to God, who is pure consciousness. It certainly increases our non-attachment to sense objects and make us quite indifferent to pleasures and pains and leads us onward on the spiritual path. If you have no other sadhana such as uttering God's name, worship, or devotion, etc. But if you take refuge in them, saints, wholeheartedly, they will carry you off safely across the ocean of worldly existence. It is for this reason that the saints manifest themselves in the world. Even sacred rivers such as the Ganges, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri, etc., which wash away the sins of the world, desire that the saints should come to them for a bath and purify them. Such is the grandeur of the Shirdi. It is on account of the store of merit in past births that we have attained the feet of Sai Baba. We conclude this chapter with meditation on Sai's form. He, the graceful and handsome Sai, standing on the edge of the masjid and distributing udi to each and every bhakta, with a view to his welfare. He who thinks of the world as an illusion and who is ever engrossed in supreme bliss, before him we humbly prostrate ourselves. Woe to Sri Sai, peace be to all. Thank you. Sri Sai.